Hi there. Hi to all my friends who have been following along on this channel and any new ones who may be coming along. Today I want to share encouragement again for the mothers here, young mothers here, mothers struggling with overwhelm, and for any other woman who wants to serve God with their whole heart. I know I talk mostly to mothers because I am a mom, and that takes up most of my thoughts and much of my life. But I believe most of what I say can apply to anyone, any woman desiring to serve God and follow God. So today, at the end of this video, I want to explain why I'll be taking a break, my upcoming surgery and so on, and tell those of you who are interested in that. But for now, I want to share a little bit to encourage moms. Meanwhile, we all know the last while, the situation in the world has been rocky. In fact, I think it always has. It's just now we have access to the information much easier than we used to, because we used to not hear so much of what happened on the other side of the world and things like that. So I see plenty of moms writing things along the line of having to raise children in this time, and how they wish they could raise them like in their childhood time. And you know, I've been thinking, is it really that much harder now? I know we hear more. I know the Bible says wickedness will increase. It won't decrease. I know that when I was a young girl, 9, 10 years old, my mom would let me go off by myself to the creek to look for fish and so on, out of her sight and out of her whatever, her view. And if I would live there now, I would never let my children go alone there like that, because maybe one's just more aware, maybe, I don't know, one just hears more things. But I would never let my children go alone off to the creek a few, what would it be, half a kilometer away by themselves? No, probably not that long, not that far away by themselves at that age. And so I know things might be different, and yet I think some of the difference is just that we hear more of what's going on in the world, because these things that are happening have always happened. From the first family, brothers killed brothers in the very first family. And in Moses' time, the king sent to kill all the babies. I can't imagine what those mothers went through. We just hear Moses' mother's story, but I imagine the mothers who went through that heartache. In Jesus' time, when Herod sent to kill all those under 2, what did those mothers feel? It was something that we haven't had to face. I mean, some parts of the world they maybe have had to, but here on, I haven't had to face anything near like that. And yet we fear so much. And we say the world is so wicked, but it has always been a place where there's been hard things, and it has always been a place that is less than ideal, because we weren't meant to live on this world. We were meant for another world. And I want to give you that vision today, because it's been burning in my heart lately, as I do worry for my children, and I do fear for what they'll have to go through. But yet, I don't know if some of you maybe read, I didn't look it up, and I don't know if it's copyrighted or what, this saying about how God took care of Joseph in Egypt, and Daniel in the lion's den, and all those. We can raise up a generation of children who are brave and willing to stand for right, and who can face hard things because God will go with them, and we can be their prayer warriors. And so I just want to ignite that fire in you too, to not fear, not live in fear, to raise your children bravely. And we can't guarantee what their choices are, but with courage, so that they see a mom who loves the Lord, who doesn't fear these hard things, and a dad hopefully too, but I'm speaking to moms, who doesn't fear these hard things and who knows how to go forward. I want to encourage you with another thing. Some years ago, I read or heard a story of an older man in Russia, or I don't know, some years ago when there was persecution, and he was standing before the judge and he trembled, and the judge mocked him and said, "See, you're trembling." And he said, "I am trembling, but the rock on which I stand does not move." And that can be an encouragement for us, because we will tremble. We're human. We will fear. The rock on which we stand doesn't move. And if you feel everything around you very shaky and sinking sand and mire, and as if everything around you is so unstable, and as if you're going down, I encourage you to hit rock bottom, like they say. That means get to the bottom, but hit rock bottom in the right way, because that is when you find the rock on which we stand that doesn't move. And there's a verse somewhere that says, "When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I." I think it goes like that. I should have found it. But find the rock. If things are moving around you, shaking too much, and you feel the fear, dig down till you hit rock bottom, till you find the rock, because there you can stand on the assurance that even if you tremble, the rock won't. So that is my encouragement for you all. I want to share one verse yet that I did find. Psalm 18 verse 31 says, "For who is God save the Lord? For who is a rock save our God? And there is no other rock save our God." And then also verse 46, "The Lord liveth, and blessed be the rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted." And that's what we're here living for, to exalt the God of our salvation, and he is our rock. And we can tremble, but he doesn't. And let's make sure we're firmly rooted on him. So now I just will take a little bit to share about, I'll be stopping posting videos for a while, for those of you who are interested. Back last December, I broke my arm pretty badly, trying to rollerblade. I needed some pins and plates, and it continues to bother me a lot. And as young as I am, the doctor said it would be good to remove them all. So that will be happening next week. So for a while, I won't be able to use my right arm. And so I decided, well, I'll just take a break from all things video. This week is also my birthday, so I'm turning another year older, and all of this is causing me to reflect on, I love making videos and love sharing with you all here, and I'm planning to keep on and get back to it, but I just want to take this time to adjust my priorities, or figure out where they are, or how I want to continue with this. But knowing that I do want to share with you all, but I want to make sure I'm the mom I need to be for my children, the wife I need to be for my husband, the friend for the people around me. And so with all of that, I'll be taking a little break. If you send me a message or an email or something, I will be checking them up sometimes, and I'll be happy to answer. And I look forward to coming back and talking with you all eventually. I don't know how long it'll be. It might be a couple months. But meanwhile, I wish you God's richest blessings. I pray you can go forward with courage and do what you need to do for your family, and that God can be your rock too in this time. So thank you very much for all of you who have sent me messages, or all the encouragement I get from interacting with some of you. And I hope to see you in the future. Bye.